What's good? It's your friendly neighborhood manga fiend. Plethora of manga here. Today, I'm switching it up a little and talking about series I'm currently reading. Some ongoing, some that have been with me for years. These aren't just reviews. These are my personal thoughts. As a fan who's been riding the wave, of weekly and sometimes not so weekly manga. I know a lot of us share the same experiences. We pick up series, sometimes binge them, sometimes drop them, and sometimes they sneak back into our lives stronger than ever. So in this video, I want to talk about what I'm reading right now and what's keeping me hooked and what's testing my patience, but also why each of these series deserves attention. I'll break it down by series and just give my raw thoughts, where I'm at with them and whether I think they're worth picking up if you haven't already. And first, we gotta go with Black Clover. There's so much to say about this one. People love to compare Asta to Rock Lee, the hardworking underdog with no magic, grinding push-ups, sit-ups, and sheer willpower. Early on, fans thought he was just another Naruto clone, screaming about becoming the Wizard King. But Black Clover quickly carved out its own lane. The captains of each squad, straight up Soul Society vibes, but with their own flavor. Asta and Yuno's rivalry, to me, it hits harder than Deku and Bakugo. Now, full honesty, the shift to quarterly releases killed a lot of the hype. We're on chapter 383 now, and while the story is still fire, the momentum isn't the same as it was week to week. Personally, I think if Tabata had gone monthly instead of quarterly, it'd still have the same hype it once had. That said, the fans are still here. The movie did numbers globally thanks to Netflix. And with the anime return announcement, I'm riding the series till infinity and beyond. Pause. That was crazy. That was so crazy. But again, I think Black Clover gets a lot of hate, unjustified hate, because of the early Naruto comparisons. I love the tropes. It is extremely funny, but it's a great story in its own right, like I was saying before. And now, Boruto and Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. Confession time, I dropped Boruto twice. In the first series and in 2 Blue Vortex. When the first part rehashed the movie, felt like it felt like a cash grab to me. Honestly, the art style didn't help either, so I stepped away. Not mainly because of the art style, it was mainly because of, like, how are you going to redo the movie? And then I just wasn't feeling the story. It didn't give me Naruto vibes. I know it's a completely different story, but as a Naruto fan, I want that Naruto feeling. You get what I'm saying? Now with 2 Blue Vortex, I'm giving it a real chance. I get what Kishimoto is just supervising, right? Naruto had his story. We'd seen him become Hokage. And now it's Boruto's turn, even though he wants to be just like Sasuke. It's like how Toriyama wanted Gohan to be the MC of DBZ, but fans pulled Goku back into the spotlight. But this is where Kishimoto has succeeded in making the son the main character of the story. Boruto's challenge is carving his own path, and trying to get back all of the Naruto fans, because a lot of Naruto fans dropped Boruto or didn't even get into it. Like I said, I tried. The anime didn't help either. I mean, there's so much filler. Right now, Boruto, in the current chapter, Boruto and Kashin Koji have recruited Inojin. And I'll be honest, Boruto is slowly growing on me. But as an OG Naruto fan, I'm really here off nostalgia, supporting the next generation and hoping it eventually gives me the same Naruto level feeling. Again, like I said, I dropped Boruto twice, and I'm just here because I'm trying to be a good supporter. And for the final story we'll be talking about today, Choujin X by Sui Ishida. I hope I said his name correctly. If not, you can get at me in the comments. This one is a masterpiece in the making, if not already a masterpiece to me. I never read Tokyo Ghoul. I couldn't get into the self-deprecating thing in Tokyo Ghoul. But Choujin X, to me, this feels like Sui Ishida's magnum opus. The man is doing it solo. No editors, no assistants, just pure Ishida. The release schedule is inconsistent, and that probably helps with it's not as popular. But I can't even complain when the story hits this hard. We're set in the late 90s, following Tokyo as his life flips upside down, word to the Fresh Prince. After becoming a Choujin and a variety of powers, crazy. You got insect Choujin, power Choujin, sword Choujin. Each concept is super fresh, and there's so many different Choujin. I mean, it's amazing. They got a school for the Choujin. Man, right now we're at chapter 67.2. And honestly, it's giving the end of the series vibes. But with the latest plot twists, I know Ishida still has more in store. No anime yet, but when it comes to cult classic, guaranteed. If you love Tokyo Ghoul, or even if you never read it like me, I promise you, this manga is worth your time. I know I really didn't really talk about Choujin X like that because I plan to do more videos on it. So hopefully I did a good enough job to get you into it. Those are the main three I've kept up with right now. To be honest, that's a lie. I'm reading a lot more manga. Black Clover, Boruto, 2 Blue Vortex, and Choujin X are just the first in this series. Each has its own vibe. One's a classic underdog shonen. One's the next gen legacy struggle. And one's an experimental masterpiece in progress. I don't even think it's experimental. I mean, Ishida knows what the hell he's doing. Now it's your turn. What series are you currently reading? Drop them in the comments, and maybe I'll pick up a few new ones myself. Make sure to like and subscribe, and check in for the next video I drop.